sure it got terrifyingly real for each of us. Before I start, I'd like to thank a few people. First and foremost, my mom. Hey, Mom. A woman who works harder than anyone I've ever met, even when I can be so often ungrateful for all she does. Next, my grandma. A woman who's been a part of WLS for so long, she went to Whitmer back when it was in the Jefferson building. My cousin Jenny, who was actively invested in my success and made it a point to always selflessly be there for me. Also, thank you to the staff who made Whitmer feel like a family. To Mrs. Bradikowski for being willing to follow the class of 2023 from Washington to Whitmer, even after a diss track was dropped on her. And finally, of course, for every person I haven't mentioned who played a role in helping me make it to this day. I say a big and honest thank you. Now onto the speech. With anticipation in our hearts and a tinge of nostalgia, we sit here today to bid farewell to the halls that witnessed our growth, the friendships that held us together, and the mentors who guided us along the way. High school demanded many things of us. Our resilience, when the laundry machines caught fire for the 5th time in a week, and we had to face the frigid cold together. Our courage, the courage to fall asleep in our online classes, even at the risk of waking up in that teacher's next period. And, of course, unwavering determination for those poor souls who had to take the brutal trek from the CTC to the science wing every day. Sorry you guys had to do that. Along the way, we faced the haunting whispers of self-doubt, the relentless pressure to conform, and the fear of failure. Whether we were successful in facing these challenges, today we sit together united in triumph and in sadness. If it hasn't hit you yet, it will soon. We, as people, are unable to fully understand and appreciate all that we had or could have had until we're looking back on it all. Thankfully, there's a lesson we can take from this. A really, really cliche lesson. Live in the moment. Every once in a while, take count of the things that make your life worth living. Assess the things that don't. Secure your happiness by living in the now and doing your best to appreciate it all. This speech, however, is not just about appreciating the now. It is a moment for us to celebrate what our futures hold. For the last 4 years, we have worked towards the goal of graduating. That goal is one each of you will achieve. I mean, I hope. There's not much that can really be done to mess it up at this point, but I'm sure there's someone out there who might. But with that goal achieved, the question you hear many, many times is what's next? The answer you get is different for each person. College, military, the trades, the workforce. If you know what it is you want to do, I can wholeheartedly wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. For those of you who say, I don't know what's next, or are too nervous to admit that, I say, that's the right answer. How can anyone be expected to know what they want to do with the rest of their lives at the age of 18? I would argue it's better to not be sure. By not having a defined path for yourself, you risk getting lost along the way, but you will still be open to experiences, unique ones that you wouldn't have if you just acted like you knew exactly what it is you want to do. Again, as cliche as it is, our potential is infinite. Why limit your potential to what you think you want to do when you could just understand your goals are a guideline for the future, not a guarantee of what your future will be? This summer, we will find ourselves between these two journeys. One being a beautifully formative and at times horribly depressing 13 years, and the latter being the rest of our lives. The next 2 months, we will find ourselves in a state of limbo between these dichotomous stages of life. I think the least I should do is give a little advice on how to handle it in between. First off, don't take advice from people who don't know what they're talking about. When it comes to taking the advice of people who do know what they're talking about, still take it with a grain of salt. Learn to take care of yourself more than you do now. Wear sunscreen, stay hydrated, use Aquaphor, but don't stress about being a beacon of beauty. Grow your hair, chop it all off, just change it up. Hair is the ultimate form of self-expression. By keeping it the same, you reinforce comfort zones and reject change. Spend time with the people you loved in elementary and middle school. The people who knew you when you were younger understand you more than most. Don't waste your time on jealousy or the fear of missing out. Find the beauty in every moment, no matter how small. And for whoever in the audience needs to hear it, ask out whoever it is you've been dying to. The clock is ticking, and it is not going to get any easier. I can't guarantee that you won't get brutally rejected, though. So, I, like many of you, am horrible at writing conclusions. I would like to blame it on Common Core or some other educational catch-all. But honestly, I think I've just never tried to write a good one. Conclusions, much like goodbyes, are often painful. There's something you avoid until the very end. There's something you throw together hoping that somehow it can capture all the complexities of what you're trying to convey. Later, when you look back on them, all you can think about is the things you should have said or done differently. For some, this isn't goodbye. For some, this is. Either way, what we will be left with are the lessons we've learned, the moments we hold dear, and the hope that if we bump into each other in the future, we won't act like strangers. There's not much else I can say, except it's been fun. I wish you the best. Don't take life too seriously, and let's get the party on. Congratulations, Wimmers Class of 2023, from yours truly. Thank you.
Kamryn and Martin. Lady Catherine Marks.
She's just tired.
That's right, Marks.
That's her mom.